You're listening to the joint sermons on the Push Media Podcast Network.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm Mexican.
We're Slavic.
No, I am Mexican because my girlfriend is Mexican.
And you're black.
Mexican.
No, baby.
Mexican.
No,
Mexican.
your race is black. You're black.
You're forcing me to say black. I'm Mexican.
All right, what's your problem? Like right now, what is your problem?
I'm not Mexican. I don't want to.
You want to be Mexican? And black hair? Okay.
And a flower in my hair.
And a flower in your hair.
I was born in Mexico.
You were not born in Mexico.
Yes, I was.
Why do you think that?
I was born in Mexico. Stop.
You are not Mexican power.
I'm Mexican power.
You're black and beautiful, remember? You're Mexican today?
I've been Mexican.
Oh.
Baby, so you said you're what?
Mexican.
You're not, how are you Mexican?
I am Mexican.
I'm not a Filipino.
Baby, yes you are.
I'm Mexico.
Baby, that's not how that works. Where are you?
I'm Mexican.
What's mommy?
You're Mexican.
Look at mommy. Look at mommy.
You're Mexican.
But I'm white.
You're Mexican.
But I'm white.
I'm literally Mexican.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You Mexican or white?
I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican.
You white girl.
No, Mexican.
No, you white girl.
I thought you was white.
No, I'm Mexican.
You're Ethiopian. You're African. You're black.
I want to be Mexican. Be a Mexican.
Let's be honest, that's you throwing a tantrum, right? At your current age.
Yeah, 100%. You nailed it.
But that's you. I heard that,
Yeah.
and that's you.
Hey, listen, when the mom said we're Slavic, I was dying
First
laughing.
of all,
I was
gross, right? Slavic.
I was like,
yuck.
slow down. I was like, I'm never going to hear the end of this one.
You slow
And you
down.
were, hey, listen,
Tennessee was
I
named the worst
ahead
place to
of
live
the
in
curve.
America. Tennessee was named the worst place
Yeah.
to live in America while we were on
And-
vacation.
And
Tennessee,
that's why I don't live there.
Tennessee was named the worst place to live in America,
Yeah,
followed by your current hometown.
don't care.
Coincidence or not? I made that part up. The second part,
Yeah, because it definitely was not. It was Merced. Be real.
no argument.
I know.
That no argument right there.
I
They
think
don't even have bike
Bakersfield.
lanes.
I think Bakersfield was like second, and I was like, duh.
Bakersfield, yo, let's start a commune and call it Bakersfield.
All right, that's enough communist bike shops for you.
But it's not. First of all, did you have enough to eat while I was away? Because I was worried about you the whole time.
So many beans and rice.
You
So
guys
many.
actually had beans and rice. You had protein.
Yeah, of course.
Wow, okay. Maybe I
Yeah.
had it all wrong. Hey,
You
so
did.
let's recap because everybody comes to us for the news.
Clearly, we are a news source.
So before we get on the global news, I would like to get on a little personal news. So I'm going to ask you, how many times have you said the N-word while we were on
my
vacation?
God, you know what? I lost count, but I have a running tally in notes for you.
So Nancy Mace is a constant topic for you, huh?
Yeah.
I guess. So strange.
She looks like Skeletor.
I don't want to talk about her, actually. Shut up.
You brought her up.
No. First of all, I'm not going to assume her gender. Don't be a pig. Have you seen her in her bathrobe at the gas station at a Wawa?
That is the most
And she's
Pennsylvania
running for
thing
governor.
ever, too.
What are you doing? That's trash. White trash. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What is
No
she from
argument
St.
here.
Louis? Makes no sense to me. So there's some new music that came out while we were gone.
Yeah.
Some oldies but goodies. First of all, Kool and the Gang little mix tape came out that I cannot stop playing. But
I mean,
whatever.
it's cool in the gang. They don't miss.
Well, no, I know, but it's the remixes. I'm like, yeah, I'm all about it. But this whole Public Enemy album, did you listen to it? Because I sent it to you, which means you're obliged to do as I say as per the contract. So did you listen to it?
I did. It's solid. You know, it's exactly what I expected from Public Enemy.
Right? But it's this, the message hasn't changed. Not
No.
saying it gets bored or tired. It's just they're consistent. There's nothing whack on this album.
No.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't say it's perfect.
No.
But it's a good album. It's good hip hop, and I say this because of their age.
Yeah. I mean, they're I think Flav's like 60 now, and Chuck's got to be right around the same age.
Yeah, they're probably close. But did you know they were cousins?
I vaguely remember hearing about it.
They supposedly found out by accident when Flavor Flav did his DNA.
That's
So
wild.
they had both done DNA separately at separate times or whatever. Then when Flav did his, it popped up, yo, this guy's your cousin. They're like, what? That's crazy, right?
Imagine being friends with somebody for that long, and then you're like, oh shit, we're related.
And it better not happen with you because that's disgusting. I am not Slavic. Because if you look at my nose, it's proportioned correctly. Like it's perfect from the side profile. Like I could fit on a penny. You'd have to be a silver dollar.
Hey, what are you gonna do? You know, nothing.
Right?
It's I know I look like a
We're
sad
Slavic. That's fantastic. Like you could tell that mom's like, what are you talking about? And where did this trend start? I mean, I get why it started, but where did this start?
eagle. Got
With
me.
you. I'm asking with you. Because
Oh,
you
it's-
once told me English was your second language, which
Yeah.
was gross.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe I was
I
patient
could really
zero.
go for a street taco.
Duh, who couldn't?
Dude, what if you were out gravel riding, like, 30 miles out into the woods, and then boom, taco truck was sitting there. Like, Todd, can you imagine? Or if there was a taco truck on the top of the mountain, you're like, I will ride to it today. That's my goal.
You know what? I think we have our new business venture.
Fitness goals. Anyway,
Boy.
let's play some of this Public Enemy and just randomly pick a song and see what you think.
Yeah, it takes a nation. Is it just my hallucination? These microphones designed like wardrobes. Who drop bombs on women, children, and moms? Got the nerve to bring it here.
Israel does. That's who drops bombs on women, children, and moms. Israel.
In this atmosphere, who really cares? Even those closest near. Pick up trucks, creating fear. Who wake up caught, married at the mirror. Woke up with nobody to hear you. With a bad attitude, forget how you look, dude. Because ugly is on your face, my dude. No biggie. I figured
The production's still there, isn't it?
Yeah. Did Hank Shockley do it?
I don't know. I didn't even look. I was just going to ask you if you knew.
No,
I don't
it's on point.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no complaints. Like, it's who it is. Here, first of all, Chuck D's voice, though, it's ridiculous. It's so strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got that. It's perfect.
It's always been a booming voice. You know what I mean? Even
But
like Black
why
Steer.
is he consistent?
Because he
Overall,
actually,
years.
I think, because he likes the art. You know what I mean? I think he
That's
actually
it.
like wakes up in the morning and is like, "What am I going to rap about
He's
today?"
a creator.
You know what I mean?
Look at the
Yeah.
drawings and the paintings he does.
Yeah,
Poems,
and he's I
writing,
don't. He
music.
doesn't make content. He makes art, and that's
Yeah.
how I judge MCs these days, or forever.
He does rock music. He does rap music. Like he just makes and he enjoys content. It's like he enjoys art from other people. Like he consumes it.
Yeah. Well, and
seems
that's
to
how you
have
could.
hobbies.
That's how you could tell like artists are artists, because it's like, oh, you're shocked because this rapper guy likes, like, Grease too. Like that, I saw an interview with Method Man, and they were talking about like his
Yeah.
musical influences, and he was like, "Yeah, I love Grease too." And the
Again,
interviewer was like shocked, and I'm like, "Why are you shocked?
why
The
would
dude's,
people
like,
be shocked?
50.
First of all, yeah. Why are they shocked?
Hip hop's not a monolith. You know what I mean? All of the
No.
best MCs and the people that I enjoy the most, I mean, they like rap, but it's not their whole personality. You know what I mean?
It can't be.
They're
If it is,
yeah,
your music sucks.
yeah, 100%. Like you got to have some kind of outside influence other than just what you make. Like if I'm working on a record, I usually am not listening to hip hop at all, because I just want to focus on what I want to make.
Even if it's not other music, have a hobby. Like Chuck D, he loves baseball and watches all the games and keeps stats. That he likes it. Have
Yeah.
something else. You can't just be like, it's not a bike. You can't just focus on that. I'm obsessed by bikes, if you guys don't remember, and that's just what it is. So
I
get a
think they
bike,
all remember.
buy a bike, get a bike, buy a bike, ride a bike, change your life. But you got to have something that influences you. I don't care what it is. I don't
Yeah.
care if it's cooking. I don't care if it's sewing clothes.
Yeah.
I make sure it's fine. Cool. Do something. I mean, I know someone who just draws the most insane doodles. And by doodles, I mean bomb pieces of art, but they're little sketches. And I'm like, psh, like, dude, you could actually make that and be an artist. Nah, I just like doing it. Totally
Yeah.
get it. Totally get it. But there's a talent there.
Yeah. Well, and I think if you enjoy any kind of hobby that you have, you don't necessarily have to monetize it. You know what I mean? Because when I rebuilt my studio, people are like, well, what are you going to do? You going to sell beats? I'm like, I just want to make music. You know what I mean? Like, that's part of why I started making music, was because I thoroughly enjoy it. And if you don't, then stop making music, Snoop.
We'll get to that. But so the other album that came out was The Clips.
Super solid.
First of all, no, they can rap their ass off. In the story, stop it. I don't want to hear it. It's not a denial. I mean, it's not a debate. They can rap their ass off. And I probably wouldn't cross Push T if I was a rapper, because I'm not trying to get dragged for that long.
Oh, God, no.
Even though we thought he dragged Drake and it was just relentless. I mean, he was basically peeing on him when he was unconscious, right?
No.
Old school. If you know, you know. And then, Kendrick, shout out to Kendrick, still is not letting up. Dude, he's got the highest grossing Canadian rap tour, which is just killing me. And then he has a concert within earshot of Drake's Toronto Penthouse and sings that song over and over and over. Dude, that's so petty. I love the pettiness of that.
He has not let up, and he has not taken the foot off his neck, which is hilarious.
You brought up that man's family, wife and kids, unprovoked. So, I don't care. Fair game. If it had just been normal dissing, I'd be like, all right, stop. It's boring. But you, for some reason, brought up his wife and kids, which don't bring up kids.
Yeah. He overstepped his boundaries, and now he's paying the cost for it. You know what I mean?
And then did you see some other rapper? I forget who it was, because it's one of the ones I don't pay attention to. The Momo rappers. And the rapper posted a picture of him doing his daughter's hair, like the braids. Okay, cool, right? Fine, whatever. You're an attentive father. Kudos, right? And then Drake has to clown on him. Looks like that kid, blah, blah, blah. And the rapper responds back, I'm taking him out, fool. Like this ain't how she's gonna look. I'm taking him out. So it looks a little messy because he's taking him out. But I'm like, who is Drake to comment? You were bullied into being a father.
Yeah.
On a diss track. Don't stop it. You only acknowledge your son from a porn star. Yeah. God, I love that line. Yeah. Because you got bullied by Push T.
Yeah. Which is insane to me.
Also, you did say you were going to go to Compton and walk around freely. So do it.
Yeah, I love when people like make outrageous claims like that. It's like,
we are not all Doc Jeezy. Like when you said, I'm going to go walk around A Street in Hayward all day. What are you going to do? And I'm like, nothing. I'm going to watch.
I have never said that, nor have I been
said,
to Hayward.
You just said, first name I see spray painted, crossing it out. And I'm like, you can't just do that randomly. I'm like, do you know what that means? You're like, crossing it out.
No, absolutely not.
And you were going to wear all blue?
No. Dude, I don't even wear red or blue around here. I'm like,
Do the Peckerwoods actually choose a color?
I'm sure it's the Nazi lowriders would have a problem with it. Or
first, that's always fascinated me, Nazi lowriders.
I know. Who are they? Were like, yo, you know who we love and we hate? Let's take both of their names.
It's like saying attractive ginger. Do you think we'll ever have a ginger for president?
I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to have another president after this one.
Would you vote for a ginger for president? Okay, let's get it out of the way. Trump.
Ugh.
Probably a pedophile. Most likely on that list. Probably a rapist because he's on that list. That doesn't mean the Democrats are. I'm just saying he's probably on that list.
Listen, anybody on that list, Democrat or Republican, can get the wall for that. But yeah, he's definitely protesting too much.
They're choosing sides over. I'm like, you're all perverts. You can't be defending anyone. Like, haha, you're on it. I don't care. You're all on it. Get out.
Yeah, great. I don't
then,
like.
Tucker Carlson, this fool to make a comment about, I'm going to paraphrase, that the people on the list, if they're exposed, they hold such positions that they can basically collapse society. And my thought is, if society's being held up by perverts and child rapists and kidnappers, then society doesn't belong.
Yeah, exactly. Like I love when they're like, "Oh, well, it could damage the world economics." Great,
fine,
great. What is it like?
Fine.
The whitewashing of like pedophilia and shit like that is just insane to me, because they're like, "Well, what about?" And and then I've seen people like argue age of consent and shit, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like, nope. Check that dude's hard drive. Like,
speaking of age of consent, there's some reality star who just turned 18. This was on Twitter. And the day she turned 18, at the stroke of midnight, at 12:01, she posted a bunch of nudes of herself on OnlyFans and made $3 million in 2 hours. I'll say that again.
Jesus.
The minute she turned 18, she posted videos. So at 12:01, they're available, which to me means she recorded those before it was 12, right?
I mean, you would think did she Tracy Lords it?
I don't know, but Grove.
Yeah.
Everyone first of all, everyone who subscribes should be rated. They're perverts. They're pedophiles.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
No argument here. Like anybody that has a countdown clock for like a 17-year-old is insane. Dude, I worked with a guy that was 31 at the time, and there was a kid that was working there that was 17. And the minute she turned 18, they were together, and I was like, dude, you're 31. And I used to like crack jokes about him all the time and be like, oh, when you pack her lunch for school, like, do you put a little note in there? And people were like, bro, that's mean. I was like, I'm the one that's wrong here? Like, come on. Get the fuck out of here.
It's disgusting. But let's go back to the clips for a second and hear a piece of this.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Ballerinas doing pirouettes inside of my snow globe. Shopping sprees in Soho, you had to see it. Strippers shaking ass and watching the dough blow. Ace trumpets in rose mode. Yellow diamonds look like PP. Bitches fly from DC on my private to Waikiki. 3P, niggas is my sons and that's on repeat. Sins of the father, so I call you little Michis. It's easy, how could you and me be? Ever seen his peers, can't compare.
You can rap his ass off, right?
Oh, yeah.
So here's my thing. They're older. They're close to 50 or if not 50 already, right? Chuck D's older than that.
Oh, easily. So, I think Push is 45. I think he's a little younger than me.
Fine, but they're pushing 50. They're not 20. What I'm saying is they were dope before. They're still very good to dope, right? Again, not everything's a classic because that's not how the world is. No. But what I'm saying is they're able to do it.
Yeah.
What makes them different than other artists like, I'm just going to throw it out there. Snoop, who is mega one-hit wonder.
Yeah. I mean,
now, that doesn't mean he didn't have songs here and there that were like, that's a dope song.
Yeah.
But no album was a banger. That was,
no.
And if I'm going to be fair, super hard to match Doggy Style.
Well, yeah. When you come, it's like Illmatic for Nas. You know what I mean? And I would argue that like he's like Snoop. Like he had a banger, and then he's had tracks intermittently. But it's not, it's not like you're looking at somebody's like discography and just being like, wow, every single thing is a heater. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of these rappers just get lazy and just like phone it in. Like that Snoop song you sent me, that was atrocious.
Boring. They're just boring. Well, look at Cube's last album.
Boring. Yeah.
Cube's last album was, I think, the best of his modern albums. But
that's not saying much.
Nah.
No.
He had a 4-album run that was legendary and probably should have stepped. He could have dipped while he was making movies and been like, yeah, I don't rap no more. I do this.
Yeah.
Like Method Man. Method Man doesn't put out a whole album until he's ready, but we'll drop this dope single a year or months later, drop the dope single, do a dope feature, and you're like, oh, he's still got it if he wants to.
Yeah.
He ain't pushing the content. He ain't drowning it. But you got Snoop. You got Cube. You said Nas. What about producers? How about DJ NyQuil? I mean, Alchemist. I mean, Muggs. Pick one. They're both DJ NyQuil. They're boring.
Yeah.
They're boring. No. Stop the dick writing. They're boring.
I was not. Listen, I was going to say, those were two of my favorite producers for a really long time. And I get everybody goes in different directions, but it's just sad to see.
They're
you know
boring.
What I mean? Yeah. Like drums exist for a reason.
I would almost argue that, and I don't know these men. Maybe there's too much of a focus on weed, so they're not actually coherent when they're making the beats.
I don't even know if
First of all, Alchemist
smokes.
needs to have some protein. He really, this man looks malnourished. And I'm not saying that because he looks malnourished. He got the rings around his eyes and stuff. His cheeks are caved in. I'm like, that's not thin. That's malnourished. Yeah, have a hamburger. You'll feel better. Have some fish, something.
Yeah.
But I think maybe they're just too high. You always see the picture of them. There's like, there's ashes falling on the boards and stuff. I'm like, what are
Oh,
you doing?
that
Are you
kills
paying
me.
attention?
Like anybody that smokes weed around their gear is either so rich they don't care or just dumb. Like that was my
I
lab
just
has
think they're
always been like,
high.
I mean, no. I mean, I've been around dudes that hella smoke all the time, but if it's time, if they want to go smoke, they step outside. You know what I mean? Like, your gear is your gear, and like respect it.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
like a
always,
MacBook. You don't drink
Yeah.
water near your MacBook. What are you doing?
no,
But I will tell you too, Nas, Illmatic. That is a classic album. It's not one of
Yeah.
my favorites, but it is a classic album. He bar for bar, I don't. It's a very much untouched album, especially for his age and everything at the time. A debut album. It's insane.
yeah, yeah. Well, and I mean, I
I
think
did
he had
like
the
it
best
was written.
producers behind it.
Well, yes, I was getting to his premiere, but I did like it was written. But I think where he's fallen off was what happened in premiere. Why
Yeah.
you have that connect from the jump, right out of the gate. You got DJ Premier producing your album, and you
Yeah.
don't call him back.
Yeah, and
Now they're supposedly working on a new album now that they've been rumored to do, and that was supposed to come out, a while ago, I guess. Where's that?
I mean, I have no
I
doubt that the beats are going to be
guarantee
heat, but
Yes.
do the lyrics line up? You know what I mean?
And I wouldn't blame Premier if he's like, no,
Absolutely not.
Pause. We're not doing this. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, sharpen up the pen
Hey,
and come
we had
back
that
later.
episode where we just randomly played Premier songs, remember? And we're like, we're going to play Premier songs until there's a whack one. And it got boring because it doesn't happen.
Yeah, because he doesn't miss.
No,
and that's
no.
another dude that never fell off, like ever.
No, but there are songs that you're like, I don't have to hear this one, right? Nobody's perfect, but nothing was whack. There was never where you're like, this is, oh my God, this is horrible. He needs to retire now. That has never happened.
Yeah, no, I've never heard a Premier beat and been like, meh. You know what I mean? Like it's and
again,
the dude
everyone
is
has their own
flawless.
favorites. Your go-tos, that's life. Like
Yeah.
your go-to is the number 3 at McDonald's, but he's never fallen off.
No, that's he just doesn't miss. You know what I mean? And he's just Premier. You know, like it's wild to me that like you can have somebody his age be so consistent over all the years, never fall into any of the traps, just does exactly what he's supposed to do, and gives you those Premier beats, and then it's a wrap.
And why didn't Jay-Z in the early part of his career have a full album produced by him?
That to me will-
Everybody was begging for it.
Yeah,
I would like
yeah.
to have a documentary series based on why.
It's a good question, man. Like I mean, if you figure at that time, like who was bigger in New York than Jay-Z? Like probably nobody at that point. And that the fact that like
But-
he didn't reach out to Primo and just be like,
Those intros on each album, though,
oh yeah,
were, dude, they had you had to be there.
yeah,
Being able to listen to that album for the first time and hearing that, just the choppy drums and oh my God, it's like drugs in my veins. And I don't even do drugs.
I do.
bikes.
And it's pretty much the same.
So when you buy your bike, you're going to quit marijuana, you're going to work out, and you're going to be a different person, and probably the show will be better for it.
I don't know about that, but we'll see.
This can't be a 50% show. You are basically a 50%er, and I don't like it.
Well, you'll get over it.
Your math today does not add up.
Well, I'll have to do my daily math then. But I'm not
But
a
when
ginger,
you're
so
going to get a bike, and are you going to get a tricycle?
I'm going to get a teeny bicicleta.
Shut up.
I'm going to ride it to skew.
You're Slavic.
I am.
So
indeed.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is flipping out about the GOP and about Trump because, that's not who she voted for. And he's nuts. Let's just take her for her word. What?
Yeah.
You went so crazy that Jewish space lady is saying, wow, you're a bit much.
I know.
The lady who said there was Jewish space lasers is looking at you going, this is too much for me.
Yeah.
I've seen enough.
Like when the QAnon person is just like, whoa, buddy, I think you're going a little too far. It's like, okay. This is
You're a
where we're at.
weirdo. Yeah, I can't get down with this. You're a weird. But she's got points where she's like, they don't
unfortunately,
care
she
about
makes-
the working Americans. They don't. She goes, we don't have affordable health care, and I'm just like, wait, what? Fine, fight for it.
Yeah. Well, and that's the one thing that I took issue with. It's like you're making these points, but what do you do to ever like push that agenda? You know what I mean?
Well, you know what
just
it is?
you just voted for a bill that cut 17 million people off of Medicare.
She pushed him hard and didn't get a cabinet position or a pardon.
Yeah.
So maybe she's, mad. I don't know. Maybe it's revenge. I don't know.
They bend the knee so quickly though. Like I'm surprised. Like turns out Cro-Magnon had a spine, I guess, or is just super petty. But yeah, like the fact that that woman is making a lot of sense is just such a canary in the coal mine.
It's for lack of a better term, and the one that keeps coming to my mind, because I had this in my mind for these old rappers that suck, don't know when to stop. It's like stolen valor, right? Now they're leaning on the valor of their early careers. You know what I mean? Kind of to say. So, but her, it's like a stolen valor too. Like, no, you don't get to act sane now, even though now you're making points, which is fine. You're making, and again, and I still stand by. Certainly people should evolve in their position or their, when they learn and they have experience. So fine, maybe this is all valid and maybe it's legit with her where she's like, this isn't right, actually. I'm not comfortable. Good. I would hope that's true, that you're like, this is not comfortable. I am not comfortable with what you're doing. This is not America. I just don't like Democrat policies and this is crazy. That would be, I hope that's true. But it's also, it just feels like a stolen valor thing to me. Yeah. It doesn't feel like sincere. I mean, it could be vendetta. I don't know.
Well, yeah. And I mean, and that's the worst part is like, you have people like her coming out and saying these things. And it's like, you were fine with everything else, with all the cruelty and all the other shit. But now this is a bridge too far for you. It's like, is it though? Is it though? Because you knew about his shit before this hit the fan. And now you're grandstanding on it. And that to me is just, it's disingenuous. I mean, her points aren't wrong about what she said about,
no, she's dead right. That's the thing. She's dead right.
And, funding Israel and all that other shit. But it's like, you didn't have a problem propping up all these things before. So now why? Like,
so let's address Israel. When that attack happened, we discussed it and you were like clearly anti-Semitic. And I was like, I understand why Israel gets revenge because, that's how wars happen. You attack me, I attack you, we go back and forth. That's what happens, right? At the time we had relative peace. There was no active battles. And so I said, they're right to go in there and get their people back and kill the people who took them. But this is not that.
I mean, this is
not that. This is like if you took a shot at me. So I go to your house, instead of taking a shot at you, I beat your wife. Like, that is not the same thing.
Well, I mean, this was, the whole October 7th thing was a convenient excuse for Netanyahu to do exactly what he did. Yeah, I celebrate it. No, but my point is like you put people in open air prison and then get it. Oh no, I can't believe they did this. But yeah, they're absolutely just ethnically cleansing all of Gaza, and it's disgusting. And now the fact that all of a sudden it's a famine, like you guys.
I don't have a problem with them killing Hamas. Zero. It is what it is. That's a war. But you are killing kids. You're starving out innocent citizens, innocent civilians.
Oh, they already said, they've come out. Top leaders have been like, there's no innocent people in Gaza. And to say that is just insane.
So I believe Hamas is a terrorist organization, and anyone who is honest will say, yeah, they are terrorists. So that means the people of Palestine kind of live under terrorist rule, correct? Following along? So Israel has that position. So if they have that position, why are they bombing people that are under terrorist rule, meaning they don't have any choice? They're stuck.
Well, it's collective punishment. Look, they
don't. And then they bomb churches.
Dude, they've been bombing churches and
intentionally. It's weird.
They've been doing it since the jump off.
But something changed.
I don't think it did though.
The past couple of weeks when they're bombing churches, like Catholic churches now, they're now comfortable with that. Something switched in them where they're like, yeah, we're just going full at it. And did you see the Orthodox are attacking Christians in Israel and stuff? What are they doing?
Well, no, I mean,
they're going after everyone. Stop funding them, turn our missiles around and aim them at Tel Aviv.
Look, they manufactured, I know, and they manufactured consent for this from the jump when they were like, started bombing hospitals and people were communism. Like, no, but it's true. They were bombing hospitals. I'm not wrong. You know what I mean? And they bombed
let me go through my book
hospitals.
Of phrases. Which one can I use?
Look, they started off bombing hospitals and they were like, no. They did it.
I had
They did it
beans.
on accident. There's Hamas under there. But then after months and months and months of, bombing every hospital and every
Well, no, in the
place
course of a
worship.
battle, if a hospital came down, I mean, I get it, right? It's a bad, but when they're all coming down, no, dude, you're aiming at them.
Of course they were. And they, killing journalists, and you're not allowed to film inside Gaza. The IDF will remove you from the country and all that other shit. Like, come on. Like, it's beyond that.
Let's talk about our own problems. So the State Department confirmed that the Trump administration wants to have foreigners who come here to visit, like go on vacation, Disneyland, stuff like that, come to my house, chill, go to my island, things like that. They have to pay a bond of $15,000 to $20,000 that they get back when they leave.
A security deposit. No.
So you hear me out. The average person who might want to come here and go to New York or something, or go to Disneyland, are going to front $15,000 to $20,000 a person to come here and hope they get it back from this guy.
Yeah, the guy that's the biggest scammer on the face of the planet.
He's begging for PayPal and Venmo payments to pay off the debt. First of all, this debt is so high, it's not a real number, and anyone who sends him a penny is a schmuck.
Oh, dude, 100%. And I love that they just added $4 trillion to the national deficit.
It's not real. Consider it this way. If I took you to court, which I probably will one day, right?
Well, maybe. I don't know. You are litigious.
And so the funny thing is I'm not. I'd rather choke you than take you to court. It's just easier.
Oh, hey. Whoa.
Right?
Whoa. How's that mustache going?
I need an adult. So I take you to court and I sue you, and the judge goes, okay, you owe Juan $200,000. And you're like, oh my God, that's a lot of money. But it's a type of money you're like, okay, I can pay that off over 25 years, make payments. It's okay. Damn it. That hurts. But if they said you owe Juan $5 billion, you're like, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Who cares? That's Alex Jones. When they put that judgment against him and they said, you owe us, what is it, $2 billion? He's like, I don't. What are you talking about? So but here's the thing. Because he can't pay it, he's paying like $200 a month now. Which is also fair, because I actually don't believe he has $2 billion.
Well, I mean, yeah, unless you're
it's stupid.
There's no way he had that type of money.
No, I don't think he even ever claimed to have that type of money. And apparently the IRS, they did forensics in it, went and said he only ever had under $2 million ever at his highest, which is respectable, but at the same time, that ain't it. But you're also not allowed to render a judgment against him that makes him homeless. Makes it where he can't eat. So you kind of found a middle ground. Like, you could have just ordered him to cease operations if you wanted to. But they didn't. He's alive and kicking. So with no penalty, because sure, here's your $2 billion. I'll give you your $100 a month or whatever it is. And
yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Well, and I love how the whole podcast sphere now has turned on Trump. I think Joe Rogan, he's like, oh, he's like a really bad guy. It's like,
hey, who's the retarded comedian with the mullet?
Theo Von.
So I forget which comedian it was, but they said if Hitler was alive today, he'd appear on Theo Von's podcast. And I was silenced because I feel like, you know what? I'm just saying.
I mean, 100%. He would be like, well, are you really that bad of a guy? Or are you just a disenchanted artist? You know what I mean? He'd be like, word. Yeah, it would just be the dumbest shit. Well, I mean, you saw Netanyahu was on the other podcast with those other two dorks, and they were like, maybe don't platform this guy right now. And they're like, oh, he was chill. It's like, oh my God.
Well, no, I don't expect him to be anything but courteous and polite when he's on the show. If he was on our show, he's going to be sitting and be polite because he wants to get that view of him across. He wants to get his message across. What do they think?
Yeah, there'd be a red dot on each one of our heads.
Well, no, he's also going to say, he's not going to be like, so, fellas, here's what I'm getting ready to do over here. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. And you're like, that's what we did backstage at Umphy's. What's up? He's not going to tell us those. So what do you expect him to do? Do you think Hitler, in the beginning, when he did give interviews, said, here's my plan? No, he was nice. Make Germany great again is actually one of his phrases. I'm just saying. We got a president stealing the valor of former presidents who may or may not have tried. We have a president stealing the valor of the idea of the United States, which is the bigger problem. You're killing the idea of the United States, which the idea of is what made us great. The idea. We have never been exceptional. We have been cold, evil to ourselves and to the entire world. We have done good in between, but we've never stopped being cold and mean. And I don't know what's worse, that or people like Snoop putting out music that no one asked for, stealing Valor. It's awful. It's like the old man who keeps talking about denying and no one asks or cares, pal. Move on.
I saw some things, man.
Let me wear my VFW hat around. No, thank you. I don't think I want you to.
Yeah. I mean, it's the death rattles, that's for sure. Like if it keeps going like it is.
It's
if it
ruined.
keeps going like it is, like there's really nothing coming back from this because I mean, you see how this shit's going.
And if I hear Patriot one more time,
every time I see
red
or
flag.
hear any of that, yeah, exactly. I'm like, you're really not, because like you're fine with like putting people in concentration camps and just black bagging people off the street and like.
Whoa. We don't have any time for communism. We're gonna have to go. We're getting pushed off the air right now. We shouldn't have said that. God bless America. Long live Donald Trump.